So this part is probably the worst filming you'll ever get from me on my channel, but I wanted to give you an idea of what we're working with. So this is the state of my bookshelves before we actually get reorganizing. So I have my Fourth Wing and Iron Flame on top there. So these are all of my copies of Empire of the Vampire, Empire of the Damned. And then here is my Nevernight trilogy. And that's it for this side of my bookcase. And then on the other side, I have a bunch of vampire books on top, my Samantha Shannon's underneath, and then a few other books with a super pretty artwork. And then I actually emptied out a shelf. So those are the things that I need on a daily, weekly basis, and a box with random stuff. So I'm gonna put books in that shelf as well. And same for this side, I'm gonna actually fill those up. And then we have my other bookshelf that is actually in the living room, which now has my soft covers at the top, more or less. And then all of my books alphabetically and some birthday cards and my cat in front of it. And I'm gonna actually have to move this chair because in the bottom part of my bookshelves, there's also books. So my plan for today is actually empty everything out, organize everything, and then get back to you with the updates. And I'm actually making piles of books. So the books that go on this thing are the books that I've actually read. And that's how I'm going to be organizing my books from now on, is books that I've read and books that I haven't read. So the books that I have read will be here in my office space, and the books that I haven't read will remain in the living room. So let's just quickly unpack everything, and all of my knickknacks for now are going somewhere else. So these now are completely empty. All of the books that I have read are here, and all of the books that I haven't read that were here are actually on the floor. And I'm gonna try and show you the pile. I'm not sure how well it's gonna work, but these are the books that I've had here that I haven't read yet. So it's Strange the Dreamer, Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, Court of Nightmares, The Scarlet Veil, Tempest of Tea, and Anno Dracula. So actually that's not too bad. But now I'm gonna move you and take you with me to the living room to unpack all of the other books. So hi and welcome to my piles of books. You can't currently see it, but there is a massive pile of books on my floor right now. And the books that are behind me are the books that I have actually read. So these books are actually gonna stay here in my office, which is why we're currently here. After I'm done putting all of the books in here, I'm gonna see how many I have, and I have kind of an idea what I want to put where, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So for now, I'm just gonna start putting some of them where I think I want them, and then I'll get back to you while doing it, because you're gonna stay here with me. So this is the piles of books that I haven't read yet. I think this is the majority of my book collection, and those are all gonna go back into the living room, into the more antique-ish bookcase. And then the books on that side, on the other side of me that you can't see, there are borrowed books, business books, books about the god subculture. So those are gonna go in the lower part of my bookcase because I don't actively need them a lot. So now I'm gonna start with the books that I have actually read and start giving them a spot. Now I do know for some books what I want to do with them. For example, I want to keep all of my J. Kristoff books together. So what I think I'm gonna do is, because I want to make 3 layers for them, I think. I'm gonna put my Nevernight trilogy there. Then I'm gonna take Empire of the Damned and Empire of the Vampire. And what I think I want to do is actually put these editions together and then the other ones together up here. So my Empire of the Vampire normal book there, maybe like this. Empire of the Vampire, Empire of the Damned, Empire of the Vampire, Empire of the Damned. I'm not sure yet. I just want to keep them together somehow. But also I don't want it to be too cluttered. Oh, that looks really pretty actually. Maybe if I do it like this, And then in the middle have like decorative items like the cup with the blood, etc. So I have my Empire of the Vampires there, and then Nevernight trilogy here. So those are like on display. I'm gonna put them a little bit better afterwards. Then I actually have two shelves at the bottom over there that I currently don't have any books on yet. And I was thinking on one of the two sides to actually put my softcover books there. Because my hardcovers I want a little bit higher, I think. So for now, I'm just gonna do that. So I'm just gonna grab all of my soft covers that I have read and shove them in here. Oh, not a soft cover, this one. More soft covers somewhere here. And yes, I will put them alphabetically by author in a moment. And then of course the book that I'm currently reading, I want to kind of display the book that I'm currently reading somewhere. So I'm just gonna put it here for now. And then we have the other side of my bookcase, which currently has 1, 2, 3, 4 shelves that are free. And there is another shelf there on the bottom that I can also use. Now what I used to do is I used to have all of my vampire books on the top shelf, but I want them one shelf lower. So what I'm gonna do now is just take out all of the books that I currently see here that have vampires and start putting them in here. I also want to keep my Samantha Shannons together, and I'm going to put them here again. I think they were in exactly the same spot beforehand, but it doesn't really matter. Yep, like that. So these I think are all my vampire books that I currently have here. Then let's see, what other books do I have? Just gonna start putting them on here randomly, kind of. Because I don't really have a clue what I want to do with them. Maybe I should put all of the books down here, so they're like a little bit more visible when I record videos. I'm very much aware that right now you're just looking at me from my back, moving around books, I'm sorry. I do have a special edition of Fourth Wing and Iron Flame. I did also order the other Iron Flame book. I just see that my cover is actually damaged. Not that it matters super much, because I actually really prefer the inside of it. Like, this is amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put Iron Flame and Fourth Wing over there. And once my other copy of Fourth Wing arrives, I will be replacing this copy of Fourth Wing, like the Waterstone Special Edition, whatever it's called, with the Illumicrate one. But it's ordered, or with the Fairy Loot one. It has been ordered and it will arrive at some point. What are these other books? So this is Silver in the Bone. I loved Silver in the Bone, so maybe I should put it on display a little bit more, like this. With my other books, maybe. I'm not entirely sure yet what I'm gonna do with those. These Hollow Vows, these Twisted Bonds, and then these should go here. I think that doesn't look bad. And then Torn Edge is like this little book. And finally, my Cuddly Bats books. I have the first one and of course the second one. I love Cuddly Bats. It's me and my partner, although I am more like the black one than he is. But yeah, that doesn't really matter. I just love Cuddly Bats. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna put those, because I do really like them, but I don't necessarily want them on display. So I think I'm just gonna put them at the end with my other hardcover books, maybe? No, not there. Maybe put them here with the softcover ones. So I'm quickly going to put everything in alphabetical order. And then I'm gonna use this thing, which I don't know what it's called, but it's like a bit of a pusher. And I'm just gonna push so my books are at the same distance from the start of the shelves. So I just slightly push them inward so they're all at the same, like, that is satisfying. Better. So now the only thing that there's still to do is actually to add all of the neckage, so all of the extras to it. I'm gonna do that off camera and you will see it in the reveal part of this video. So it's finally done. I reorganized all of my books. So all of these books is my current TBR, and I will be creating a video in the future talking about my TBR and how I'm gonna get through it, because I do actually want to get through my physical books. But for now, this is what it looks like. So this is all of my books by author, alphabetically, regardless whether it's a paperback or a hardcover, and then a little bit of neckage, and then down there, and then down over there you can see two separate books. It's because those are books that I actually borrowed from friends or from acquaintances, so those are not actually my books. And then down here I'm keeping all of the things that I'm selling on the top shelf. So over here is all of the things that I'm selling, packaging materials, and then some book sleeves and stuff, those I'm keeping. And then down there is my business books and all my God books and artwork books. So then we have my updated office space. It now looks like this. So Empire of the Vampire, Empire of the Damned have two shelves, one that has the red and black books and one that has the white ones, and it has a lot of extras added to it. Under that we have the Nevernight trilogy, so all these three are purely for J. Christoph. He's one of my favorite authors, so it's worth it. And then under that are all the paperbacks that I've currently read, and then some other stuff that I sometimes use for my videos, but it's just like, yeah, it's together there. And this is the book that I'm currently reading, so I will put my current reads on here most of the time, because this is where I come whenever I go in between my bedroom and the living room, or when I work over there in that mess. So this is a really good spot for me to put my current read. And then over here, the other shelves at the top, I have Fourth Wing and Iron Flame with pretty artwork behind it by a tattoo artist that I really enjoy. Underneath it, I have my vampire books on that side that I've recently read, and on the other side, Silver in the Bone. It's one of my favorite books, so it had to be there. Under that, I have my Samantha Shannons. So soon-ish, somewhere in May, I'm actually receiving my other versions of the other books from the Bone season, so book 2, 3, and 4 in the revised editions. So I will have to look again at the shelf situation to see what I do with it. And then under that are all of the hardcovers that I've currently read. So for now, I'm keeping my soft covers over there and my hardcovers over here. And then underneath it is like my office stuff that I need. This is what I'm currently going for. However, we'll see with how many books I read, if I make any changes, if I update anything. But yeah, this is for now all of the books that I've read in my office. So this is the current situation of my books and where they are and how I sort them and keep them. So in my office, so where I record are all of the books that I have actually read. And then in the living room, in the very pretty bookcase, is all of the books that I still want to read. So all of the books that you see here behind me, if you have any questions about them, feel free to ask. I'm gonna wrap up this video because I feel it was rather long, or at least for me it took me a few hours to make, so it feels like it's been a very long time. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Of course, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I make new videos every week and I would love to have you for every single one of them. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon with a new video. Bye!